pleasant good day, students. My name is Mistress Brown Evans. I trust that you are all doing well. Before I get started, I must tell you that we miss you so very much. Today, we are going to be discussing a very basic topic, but it is extremely relevant to your BJC examination. As a matter of fact, the map of the world and the map of the Bahamas together accounts for 20 points. Yes, that is correct. 20 points. Before we get started with this lesson, I want to invite you to get some important materials. You are going to need a writing book for this class. And you know it, a writing book comes with a pen or a pencil. In addition, if you have a school atlas, I want you to also go and get that. So you're going to get 3 things for me: a writing book and a pen and a school atlas if you have one. If you do not have an atlas, do not worry about it. Whatever viewing you need to see in this lesson, I will show it to you as a part of this PowerPoint presentation. So quickly, I am giving you just 1 more minute to retrieve those items and get yourself seated in a comfortable spot as we prepare to begin our lesson. Are you ready? Let's get started. I am going to show you a video presentation. I want you to watch it very carefully.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica, 7 continents.
Back to the starting gun.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica.
Now it's time for the verse 2 starting gun.
Now the first thing we want to bring to this class is that a continent is a large landmass surrounded by great big bodies of water called oceans and seas. So why don't we start with North America, made of Mexico, United States, and Canada. Then we can move south past the equator to South America, where the heat is greater. And speaking of heat, the next continent is blazing is Africa, where the animals are amazing. Next is Europe, and then there's Asia. Together they're the largest landmass because they're neighbors. Then we can go to Australia down under, where the Sydney Opera House is a known world wonder. And last is Antarctica, down at the bottom. The whole thing is frozen like Elsa and Anna.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica, 7 continents.
Back to the starting gun.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica.
Now it's time for us to depart gun.
What do you think today's lesson is going to be all about? If you thought continents, you are correct. In addition to continents, we will also be speaking about countries. And as you have perhaps already figured it out, continents and countries are both landforms. So once again, our topic today is landforms, but in particular, we will be discussing continents and countries. Let's take a look at our objectives. What are we going to learn in today's class? Before this lesson is through, we are going to identify landforms. I am going to also explain what are landforms. I am going to explain what are continents, and I will also explain what are countries. We are going to locate continents and countries using a map of the world. Finally, write 3 facts about your favorite continent. I can never imagine teaching a social studies lesson without taking a look at some of the vocabulary words for the day. Do you know what words I am going to project? If you said landform, you are absolutely correct. I have 2 more words to put in our vocabulary section. What do you think those 2 words are going to be? Continent, you know it. And of course, country. So by the end of this lesson, you are going to know the definitions of those 3 vocabulary words that I have projected. Let's move further into today's lesson by discussing what are landforms. Landforms are natural features of the Earth's land surface. Now, when I use the term natural features, I am speaking about those things that have not been made by man. For further clarification, let's look at some things that have been made by man. Has a bridge been made by man? Yes. What about roads? Of course, roads are also man-made. What are some things that have not been made by man? If you thought continents, you are correct. What about countries? Islands? Keys? How about peninsulas? Capes? Mountains? Deserts? And are you thinking archipelagos? You know it. These are all natural features of the Earth's land surface. Now that we are clear on our definition, let's just see if you can identify the landforms that we have just mentioned. Let's begin with this one. Do you see them? What is this picture showing? Are you thinking continents? Then you are correct. What about this slide? What is the landform that you see? It is a cape. And this landform, what is the name of the landform that you see projected? Are you thinking it is a peninsula? Then you are once again correct. This landform, as you can see, is completely surrounded by water. So this must be an island. Yes. This landform is much smaller than an island. You guessed it correctly. It is a key. What about this landform? Do you see the iguana moving so quickly across the screen? What is this landform? It is a desert. I'm going to show you another landform. Oh, this one is so beautiful. What do you think it is? It is, of course, a volcano. So now that we have identified landforms, we are going to discuss in details continents and countries. Before we do that, let's just see what you know about continents. Sometimes when I ask my students to share the information they know on the topic, I am always amazed at how much they do in fact know. What about you? What do you know about continents? Are you thinking that it is the largest of all landforms? You are absolutely correct. I know you thought about Asia. Asia is a continent. How many continents are there? I know you know this answer. How many continents are there? There are 7 continents. Let's discuss continents a little further. We already established that they are large land masses. As a matter of fact, continents are the largest of all land masses. Did you know that they make up over 30% of the Earth's surface? Yes, our continents. I am now projecting an image of my world map. I told you at the beginning, this is a review, but I want to see if you can get all of these continents correct. I know your teachers have already taught this lesson over and over again. So let me see how much do you remember. What continent is at the letter A? North America. What about the letter B? South America, of course, you know these. What about the letter C? Africa. And the letter D? It is Europe. What about the letter E? It is Asia. And the letter F? Australia. Now there is one more continent that we have not mentioned. What is it? Shout it out so your parents can hear you. Antarctica. Excellent. Those are our 7 continents. I am going to play you a video and I want you to listen to it carefully.
Hopscotch! The world is split up into continents. There are 7 in all. And if you get the gist, we're gonna make a list from biggest to small. They are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia. Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia.
Hey, my name is Asia, and more than half of the world lives here, but whatever.
And I am Africa with desert for miles, and my Nile is the longest river.
North America, start down in Panama, wide open spaces all the way to Canada.
I'm South America with animals galore, where the rainforest grows, cause the rain really pours. I'm Antarctica and I'm totally ours.
And I'm Europe, you're welcome for the pasta, pizza, waffles, and fries.
I am Australia, some call me Oceania. I got a lot of islands, too many to explain to ya.
We are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia.
Having listened to that information, if you want pizza, some delicious waffles or fries, which continent is popular for this? Europe is the answer. Which continent has at least half of the world's population? Did you say Asia? You are absolutely correct. And what was mentioned about the River Nile? It is located on the continent of Africa. Which continent is ice? Antarctica. You are absolutely correct. Once again, we know that there are 7 continents: North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Which of all of those continents we mentioned is your largest? Asia is the answer. Which of all of those continents is your second largest? Africa. Which continent is the smallest? You know it, Australia. The Bahamas is a part of which continent? North America. Do you see Mickey Mouse on my screen? He is so excited. He is pointing to a lot of areas on that map. You can see the words flashing across the screen: Panama, Mexico, United States. What landforms are those words? They are all countries. So right now, we are going to discuss countries. What are countries? Countries are those land that have been divided from surrounding land by man. If you look at a political map, you will see a lot of bright colors. Countries are represented by bright colors on the world map. You will also see lines between these countries. These lines are called borders. Do you know the name of the largest country in the world? Russia is correct. Did you know that Australia is not only a continent, but it is also a country? Yes. So if you see that question come up in our BJC examination, you know that Australia is both a continent and a country. This is an example of a map of the world. I mentioned earlier the lines that you will see separating countries. And again, what did I say these lines are called? Borders. And I told you about the bright colors. What colors can you see? Yellow, green, and a reddish color. I am getting ready to give you an assignment. You should have your writing book and a pen with you at this time. I ask that you get them at the beginning of the lesson. And so I want you to take them out and I want you to head up assignment on countries. You are going to do this very simple assignment. You're going to write the name of the continents where the following countries are located. Once you are finished writing the names of these countries or the information that is on the screen, then if you do not have an atlas, I am going to return to the slide showing countries on the world map. And you are going to use that to help you decide what continent each of these countries are located. Just in case there is someone who missed my instructions earlier on because you have just joined us, you are looking at a screen showing countries. You are to write the names of these countries. In about 5 minutes, I will take you back to our slide showing countries around the world, and you are going to use that information to help you decide on which continent are all of the countries that you are looking at located. You have 4 more minutes remaining to write these countries. Are you almost through? I am now going to take you back to the map of the world, just in case you do not have an atlas. Use this information to write the name of the continent on which the countries are found. Now, here is the challenge. I hope that you have been listening earlier when we were discussing continents, when we showed you examples of continents, because if you look at this map, there is not a continent named. You will only have to identify the continent based on its shape. That is the challenge for you right now. Do you need 5 more minutes to complete that assignment? I know that some of you work very, very quickly. If you have already completed this assignment, take a second look at your answers to ensure that they are all correct. Three more minutes remaining. Are you almost finished? You have 1 minute remaining to complete that exercise. Okay, let's get started. Let me see how much of that you got correct. So I'm once again displaying all of my countries, and together we are going to fill in the correct answers. On what continent is the country of Egypt located? Did you say Africa? You are correct. What about Nigeria? Yes, Nigeria is also located in Africa. What about the other country that you see, Algeria? Algeria is located in Africa. What about Italy? Europe is the answer. Canada? You know it, North America. United States of America, USA. That is located on North America as well. What about Brazil? Brazil is located on South America. And China? China is located on Asia. What about Russia? Russia is located as well on Asia. The Sudan is our next country, and the Sudan is located on Africa. How are you doing so far? Are you getting them all right? Is there one that you did not know? Well, we know that we are going to have to study. Let's continue on to Ethiopia. Africa. Libya. Libya is located on Africa as well. What about the country of Spain? Spain is located on Europe. Mexico. Mexico is located on North America. We have 3 more to go. Will you get these correct as well? Argentina, I am rooting for you. Yes, South America, 2 more to go. Where is India located? India is located on Asia. And finally, Japan. Japan is also located on Asia. If you got all of those countries correct, I want you to shout out so that all of your parents and guardians, your siblings can hear you and know that you are at the top of your game. If you got just a few wrong, I want you to give yourself 1 applause because you too have also done very well. I am now projecting a video showing Caribbean countries. I want you to watch it carefully and listen to the information that is being presented.
Caribbean countries and their flags. Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Suriname, Bahamas, Belize, Barbados, Saint Lucia, Saint Vincent and Grenadines, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Puerto Rico, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Curaçao, Aruba, United States Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, Saint Martin, Turks and Caicos Islands, San Martin, British Virgin Islands, Anguilla, San Barthélemy, Montserrat, Bonaire, Saint Eustatius, Saba, Thank you for watching this video on Kidopedia. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, that was a video showing Caribbean countries. Now, let's see if you can identify at least 5 of them using our blank map. Are you ready? Let's go. What is the name of the country located at number 1? Did you say Cuba? Cuba is the correct answer. What about the country that is located at 2? The beautiful Bahamas. And number 3. Jamaica is the answer. Number 4. Haiti is the correct answer. And finally, number 5. The Dominican Republic. How many of those did you get correct? Give yourself a little tap on the shoulder. You are on the roll if you got them all correct. I want you to take a minute and quickly write the names of countries number 1 through 5. Again, I need you to write in your books the names of the first 5 countries. We went through them earlier. Cuba, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic. Those are the 5 that I want you to write down. And of course, you know what I want you to do. I want you to study them. Ensure that you know the location of these 5 countries. was a little junkanoo music. I think the band that was playing that one was from L.W. Young in the year 2014. So very nice music, L.W. Young. Now it's time for our homework. Yes, I know what you are thinking. But it is important for you to do this very simple assignment to add to your knowledge about continents and countries. I want you to sketch a picture of your favorite continent in a writing book. Very simple, isn't it? Then write the name of that continent. That is your label. Finally, I want you to write 3 facts about that continent. 3 things that are absolutely true about your favorite continent. See? A very simple homework assignment. We're just about finished with today's lesson. I just want to go through my final reminder. Remember, landforms are natural features of the earth. A continent is the largest of all landforms. And of course, country. A country is an area of land that is separated from other territories by borders. I want you to study those words. They are our vocabulary words for today. When I return next class, I want you to know the meanings of all of the 3 words that we discussed in today's class. So until I see you next time, I will replay our video on continents. I hope that you enjoy your day.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica, 7 continents.
Back to the Startica.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica.
Now it's time for the verse 2 Startica.
Now the first thing we want to bring to this class is that a continent is a large landmass surrounded by great big bodies of water called oceans and sea. So why don't we start with North America, made of Mexico, United States, and Canada. Then we can move south past the equator to South America, where the heat is greater. And speaking of heat, the next continent is blazing is Africa, where the animals are amazing. Next is Europe, and then there's Asia. Together they're the largest landmass because they're neighbors. Then we can go to Australia down under, where the Sydney Opera House is a known world wonder. And last is Antarctica, down at the bottom. The whole thing is frozen like Elsa and Anna.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica, 7 continents.
Back to the Startica.
North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia, Australia, Antarctica.
Now it's time for us to Departica.